Today I'm taking a look at a pair of sneakers that have returned from the past at kind of the perfect time. Fragment, the brand that seems to have really big plans ahead of it this year. Of course, we've already just seen the Jordan 3 collaboration, and upcoming they're teaming up with every brand's favorite celebrity, Travis Scott, on the upcoming Jordan 1. Now today's pair of sneakers does have some interesting differences to the one that released back in 2010. So of course, we got to break them out, we got to take a look. So today's pair of sneakers is the Nike Dunk High Fragment Beijing. Alright, so we got the box, a tiny little step up from what we're used to when it comes to a regular GR Nike Dunk. All over black with the glossy Nike logo on the front of the box. I'll give you a look at that size tag real quick. Nothing crazy, nothing to stand out from a regular Nike box. But take a look at these, because you know what? These actually did surprise me a little bit. So today's pair of sneakers, the Nike Dunk High Fragment Beijing. Back in 2010, Fragment and Nike collaborated on 3 different pairs of dunks as a city pack, so each kind of city had its own pair of Nike dunks. All of them had this kind of flipped color paneling, an asymmetrical design element to it. London had the yellow and pink, New York's red and navy, and then the Beijing pair was just like this one, except it had a little bit of a difference from the left to the right pair. So with this 2021 version, this little update that they did, they decided to just keep it regular, keep the panels exactly the same from the left to right shoe, which, you know what, I'm a fan of. I think it was a great choice. Not only do I think it looks slightly better to have your 2 pairs of shoes matching, but also I think the purple base with the black overlays I think looks really, really good. So these released over the weekend on Saturday, June the 5th, and they retail for just a little bit more than a regular pair of dunks. They come in at £130 here in the UK, or $150 if you're out in the US. And of course, because of that higher price tag, I was hoping for some really solid leather quality, just to make me feel a little bit better for those extra bucks that we had to spend on these shoes. And well, kinda. Definitely has better leather quality than we've seen on the regular dunks. Like, you can feel it in hand. There's a pretty big difference from one to the other. Now, again, this Fragment pair doesn't have anything outstanding in terms of the leather quality. However, I mean, let's do the little toe box press test, and you can see this Fragment pair just wrinkles up and is a lot softer than this regular dunk. Leather is thicker and it feels way better in hand than this one. And again, we're quite used to getting these kind of cheaper feeling, thinner leather, more plasticky leather. However, you'll be happy to know that this Fragment pair definitely does have some improvements on those regular dunks. Fragment branding is very minimal on this pair of shoes, as are the majority of Fragment collaborations. You get the infamous text on the midsole, which I think looks pretty cool. It gives it a kind of prototype look. You get the style code in the text, and then it says Nike Dunk High Fragment Design. You obviously get the Fragment lightning bolt logo towards the back of the heel, kind of on the lateral side, and it is debossed and then painted in white, so it does feel like a nice little addition to the pair of shoes. Then the only other the Fragment branding is on the insole. There is another logo, again the lightning bolt logo, and that comes in purple. Got black leather around the mudguard, the eye stays, the Nike swoosh, and towards the back of the sneaker. And then you get the purple or wine color blocking for the toe box, the medial and lateral, and then again towards the back of the shoe. Most of the other elements are all in black as well, including the laces, the tongue, and the sock liner. Speaking of that sock liner, they've actually added a lot more padding as opposed to a regular pair of Dunks. They've also made the material on the sock liner a lot more soft, and that not only makes the shoe feel more premium, but also much more comfortable when you're wearing it. I gotta be honest, this colorway wasn't something I was too excited about. I don't really have any nostalgia towards the 2010 pair that released. However, getting it in hand, wearing it on foot, like I wore these with a pair of all black cargos, and I really liked the way that these looked on foot. The purple and the black just blend together so nicely, and I think the white midsole also adds a nice little bit of contrast to all over make a really solid colorway. Having the materials better than I expected, having it look better than I expected, just overall a much nicer pair of shoes than I originally anticipated. And of course I got them from Nike sneakers, so we're coming up to unicorn status. When it comes to sizing on the Nike Dunk High or the Dunk Low, I personally go true to size, so that is what I recommend. And comfort again is just like any other regular Dunk. However, I definitely think that this pair, considering the better materials, considering the better padding, does feel a lot better on foot. So overall, this pair of shoes definitely exceeded my expectations. I'm actually super happy with it, but I'd love to know what you guys think. Let me know what you think of the Nike Dunk High Fragment in the Beijing colorway. I don't know whether they will release the other two colorways that were part of the city pack, or whether they're just gonna stick with this one and call it a day. But like I said, Fragment is on their game. They've got the Jordan 1 coming up. They've got their Sakai collaboration in the works as well. So you can expect some more from Fragment and Nike this year, 100%. But like always, thank you so much for coming through, hanging out for yet again another video. Thank you for liking, commenting, and of course subscribing. I'll catch you guys in the next one, but until then.